you've been wondering about newer makeup releases and if they're worth the coin or not, definitely watch this video before you buy, because we're gonna get down to it. We're just gonna dive in. I'm gonna speed review all of the new makeup releases and let you know if they're worth a pickup or if they're worth skipping out on. And I'm not gonna go in any particular order. We're just gonna get down to it. We have the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. Now this is a satin finish foundation. This is an $8 foundation from e.l.f. Let me just start off by saying that. This is also a medium to buildable coverage foundation. Now when I first tried this out and initially applied it, it looked beautiful. When I got to the wear of it, I was kind of like, okay, this is not for me. Mainly because I feel like by the 5 to 6 hour mark, this did not wear the best. It started to break up around my mouth and it just wasn't looking the most flattering to me. I do have combo oily skin. I will say for me, this is not a foundation I would personally reach for if I want something long lasting or something that's gonna withstand, you know, a concert or a party or a long day of errands. This is not a foundation I would reach for. If I'm just going to a quick dinner or if I'm just going to lunch or brunch, yeah, I would reach for this. But for something that's gonna last throughout the day, definitely not what I would personally reach for. We have the Unreal Skin Tint from Charlotte Tilbury, and truly, this is Flawless Filter in a stick. I really would not have categorized this as a foundation stick because it really is not like a foundation. So for me, I like to use this under makeup as more of like a glowy primer, but on its own as a foundation, truly not for me. It is just way too glowy and emphasizes a lot of texture, and that's just not what I'm going for my makeup personally. Now, if you're looking for this to be a foundation, I would skip out on this. There's so many other foundation sticks you definitely can check out, but if you like the look of Flawless Filter, but you just felt like the applicator was just unsanitary, you might actually like this stick better. And also, this stick costs less, like a few dollars less than the Flawless Filter. And I just feel like the stick probably is like an easier way to apply it and get that glowy look. So yeah, there is a use for this for me personally, but if you're looking for it as like a foundation stick, I would skip out on it. We have the Nars Light Reflecting Hydrating Primer. This is a primer that actually really surprised me. It is very hydrating and it does have like that glow to the skin as well. Very pretty natural glow. There's no like glitter in here at all. It just gives a really pretty glow to the skin. If you're a fan of the light reflecting foundation and you love that finish, I think you're really gonna like the finish of this. If you're looking for a hydrating primer that's gonna give you that same look as the Nars foundation, definitely worth checking out. Oh my gosh, the One Size Oil Sucker Primer. Y'all, this surprised me so much because I've never tried a primer that instantly mattifies like this. I have tested this out so much and I definitely can say if you have oily skin, this will be a game changer for you. I will say, like most of One Size primers, there's a little bit of a learning curve. It definitely does tell you how to apply it, what to do. They're very specific with the directions, so make sure you definitely check that out if you are thinking about picking up this primer. But if you have oily skin, absolutely. It's an extreme mattifying primer, so if you have dry skin, I definitely wouldn't even look at this primer. I definitely would check out their hydrating one with like the boba in it, or their Secure the Blur, which is really nice. I definitely wanted to update you on the Made by Mitchell Pore Paste Primer. It definitely has like a soft blurred mattifying effect to the skin. This is definitely not a primer that I'm reaching for over that One Size primer if I want something to mattify, but if you're looking for something that gives like a nice blur to the skin, this is a great primer to check out. Is it something you need to run out and buy? Definitely not, but if you're just like browsing on Beauty Bay and you want to try something from Made by Mitchell, this is a great product to try out. Now, listen, the Made by Mitchell Truth Tint, unfortunately, this is not for me. I feel like this is just way too glowy, like way too glowy. When I do reach for this, I have to use something that's really gonna hold those oils in place, because if I don't, I'm gonna look a greasy mess, okay? And it's just not my vibe. If you have dry to normal skin, I think you're really gonna like this. If you have oily skin, I don't really think you're gonna be in love with this. This product surprised me. This is the Makeup by Mario Bronzing Liquid Serum. I did not expect to like this as much as I do. I will say that this is a super sheer formula, but it is buildable. This is the deepest shade, and I definitely have to build this up with 2 layers to actually see it on me. So if you have a deeper complexion than me, I don't think this is gonna work for you, which is very disappointing. To say that Makeup by Mario is a makeup artist brand, you would think that the shade range would be a little bit more inclusive. I definitely feel like we need a lot more shades. Since this formula is super, super sheer, I'm missing a primer, but I'm sure y'all already know. Y'all already know what it is with these CoverGirl primers. They are so good and so affordable. The Jelly Bronze Glow gives a really beautiful, hydrated glow to the face. And then the Sticky Grip is great as well because it gives you playtime to maneuver the product. And once it dries down to a slight tacky grip, which is nice if you don't want anything super sticky. The Velvet Blur is literally a filter in a bottle. It's truly amazing. CoverGirl killed it with those primers, truly. And there's literally something for everyone. So if you're in the market for a new primer, definitely check out CoverGirl. I did try the Milani Conceal and Perfect Liquid Bronzing Drops. I am not a bronzing drop girly. I don't know why I thought this was gonna give me like a glow to the cheeks, but I just felt like this didn't really do anything for me. But I felt like the formula was easy to blend. And if you are a bronzing drop kind of person, definitely check out these from Milani. They blended very easily. It just personally didn't do anything for me. It also could have been the shade. I have the shade medium here. I do have the deeper shade, but after this didn't work, I didn't want to waste the deeper shade. I don't know why I thought from the cap it was going to give me like a glow. I don't know why I thought that. Moving into blush territory, my favorite part of my makeup. The ColourPop liquid blushes were a really nice surprise. These have a, I don't know why I thought these were going to give like a soft matte finish. I would have loved that, but it kind of gives more of like a glass-like dewy almost kind of finish. It's a very pretty blush formula, super, super thin. Kind of feels a little greasy when you blend it in, but it is a very buildable blush formula. I feel like ColourPop has a lot of different blush formulas, and this is by far one of my favorites out of all of them. Like, this is the one that I would recommend out of all of the blush formulas. Listen, listen. Y'all, okay, if you're a fan of these blushes, just hear me out. Just hear me out. I was so excited to try these blushes from Rhode because so many people rave about these blushes, and when I got it and I tried it out, I was a little bit underwhelmed by these blushes. This is the deepest shade in the range, and this doesn't really show up on me that well. I feel like this almost blends into my skin. Almost. If I use a super light concealer, then you can definitely see it. I don't know if it's the shades or what, but I'm just not in love with this blush formula like everyone else, which is fine. I'm not gonna like everything. It's cool. These were hyped up so much that I was really expecting something to blow me away. So that shade was Toasted Teddy, which is very viral right now. This shade is Juice Box. Juice Box looks so much more vibrant online, but in person, when I tell you guys, this is more bubblegum on me to where it almost pulls a little ashy. I'm so sad by this shade. So sad. Like, it definitely pulls ashy on the cheeks for me. I don't know. I'm definitely going to talk about quite a few blushes in this video, and these Rhode blushes would definitely be in last place for me to recommend, unfortunately, because I just feel like they're not as like revolutionary. They're a good blush formula, but they're not like the best blush formula. You know what I mean? These blushes from Huda Beauty are really nice. These are the blush filter blushes. These are a more buildable sheer formula as well, but you definitely can build them up. And they definitely do have pigment once you do build them up. These are like Flawless Filter in blush form. They have like a glow to them, which is really, really nice. They are very buildable. Smells really good as well. I would definitely check these out if you like a nice glowy glass-like cheek blush. The Hourglass blushes, these are amazing. I have on Imagine Today with the Nars blush on top. Love these blushes. They look so beautiful on top of powder as well. These are almost like a watercolor blush. They're definitely buildable, but they are so pretty on the cheeks. They give a beautiful wash of color, but with pigment, these are so nice. They are tiny. A little bit does go a very long way. This Kosas blush, love, 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 love this Kosas blush. I really hope that we see more shades in the shade range. I feel like Kosas is really good with taking customer feedback and going back to the drawing board. So I really hope that we see more shades, more deeper shades, some reds, some deep oranges from these blushes, because this is a beautiful blush formula. It just would be nice if everyone could experience it. These last a super long time on the cheeks. I don't know what they put in this, but it lasts. The ColourPop So Juicy lip oils, really like this formula. Definitely has that like pepperminty feel like the e.l.f. lip oils, but they have pigment. They're really, really nice. I honestly would say that I like these more than the e.l.f. lip oils, but I do really like the e.l.f. lip oils. These are so good. I already purchased a lot more shades. The Naturium summer collection is really fun. I love that they kind of took a step back from, you know, like their vanilla scented lip balms and gave us fruity scented ones. So I think that was such a nice touch. I hope that they keep it up with that because this was just a fun collection. If you love lip balms, but you like lip balms that look glossy, these are the best and they're affordable too. The Danessa mryicks Yummy Skin Concealer, so good. A little bit goes a long way. It is a drier formula, so keep that in mind. It looks so beautiful on the under eyes. I get minimal creasing. I'm wearing it right now and I just feel like this concealer is just so good. Danessa killed it with this. I have two lip liners that are super new. Love these lip liners. The first one is from Fenty. I have the shade Browned Out. This is what I'm wearing on my lips today. I did just add a little bit of the Makeup Forever Waterproof Limitless Brown on my lips as well. Both of these are super long lasting. They do not transfer. These are like the last thing to go on the lips and I love it. If you're looking for a new lip liner, highly recommend both of those. The Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks, these are just about sold out everywhere and for good reason. These are so good. These are truly the gloss bombs in lipstick form, but still less glossy, but still reminiscent of the gloss bombs. They're so good. I was not expecting to love these as much as I do. They're truly, truly the best. I did pick up two of the newer Rhode Peptide Lip Treatments. These are the tinted ones, so I have Peach and Guava Spritz. No grittiness in these. I love this formula when it's not gritty, but I do feel like the tinted ones don't really have grit to them. None of my tinted ones, except there's only one tinted one that does. These don't have any grit to them, so these are great. Love these shades, super fun for summer as well. I did try the 3 new shades of the Refy Beauty Effortless Lips. Love this formula as well. It's like a lip balm and a lipstick and a gloss in one. These are very nice. My favorite shade is Peony. Peony is so pretty and so perfect for every day. If you're looking for the perfect everyday lippy, these are perfect. I did try these from Half Magic. These are the Lip Snuggle High Pigment Oil Balms. I like how these feel and I like how these look on the lips, but the smell, I cannot get past the smell of these. I don't know if it's just my batch. They do not smell very good at all. I can't pinpoint what they smell like. They almost kind of smell like a pepper. Like some type of pepper. I don't know. They're not plumping or anything. I just cannot get past the smell. And the smell is what's kind of like swaying me away from even wanting to use them. But they do have a lot of pigment to say that they're a lip balm. They literally feel like nothing on the lips. Ooh, the Nars Light Reflecting Makeup Setting Mist. This is a great hydrating mist. I really, really like this. This was a nice surprise. This is kind of like a MAC Fix Plus for me. It just adds that life back into the face. So this is really, really nice. I do have a few palettes. What is this that I'm hearing about eyeshadow palettes being dead? Like, what is this that I'm hearing? I don't like it because I love color and I love shadows. But in a way, I do feel like brands are coming out with less eyeshadows, but they're really taking their time and curating those color stories. So in a way, I'm not mad, but I'm also kind of sad. Like, why is eyeshadow dead? Why? Bring it back, okay? It's not dead in my eyes, okay? It's not dead. I tried the Beauty Bay Botanical Palette. This is really not my favorite color story from Beauty Bay. I will say, after I just said brands are taking their time with color stories. Whatever. This is not my favorite color story from Beauty Bay. I definitely get the theme. One thing about Beauty Bay, they're going to give us a theme. And the theme is going to match the outside packaging of the palettes. So they get 10 out of 10 for that, okay? So I can't be mad at them for actually being on theme. But this is just not a color story that I'm loving. I do like the shimmers in here a lot. I just feel like a lot of the mattes are on the lighter side. Truly, like most of the mattes are on the lighter side. And I'm just like, I'm not loving that about this palette. I just feel like this is giving more companion palette for me. So yeah, that's the only thing. But the look that I did create with this palette, I really love. This palette, oh my gosh, this has been my summer palette. This has been my go-to summer palette. This is the Glamlite X Fresh Prince palette. Super fun, very, very vibrant. Absolutely love this. The formula, chef's kiss. Same thing with the Beauty Bay. All 3 of these palettes, the formula is 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, color story is amazing. If you love brights like this one's perfect. Blend Bunny. This has to be my favorite palette from Blend Bunny. It's such a different color story from anything that I have really in my collection. This is the Longing palette. This is Blend Bunny's newest palette. Look at how beautiful this color story is. Like, it is absolutely stunning. Every time I open this up, I just have to admire how stunning this color story is. It is absolutely beautiful. The shimmers are some of the best that Blend Bunny has ever done. Truly, this palette is gorgeous, and I love these tones together. They're muted, but they're still colorful, so really, really love this. Wow, that was a lot of new makeup, but definitely wanted to update you all on my thoughts. What do you think about any of these products? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.